Hi, I'm Glenda Rissman.
Hi, I'm Peter Scott. We're with Q30 Design, a Toronto-based branding and digital design firm. We've been asked by the RGD to respond to an Ask An RGD question. Glenda will read it.
Okay, so after 20 years in the industry and almost 10 with my last company, I lost my job. Things have changed a lot since I last looked for a job. I know digital media plays a huge part of graphic design. What requirements or qualifications do you think are key assets to being hired in the current market?
So it's a tough question, something that's happened a fair bit in our industry given the changes that we're all experiencing. A couple of assumptions we're going to make as we go through this is that you're at a firm that either didn't do digital media or that you didn't have an opportunity to get involved and to upgrade your skill set to respond to the changes in new media. So I guess a couple of things that we think would be important for any designer to sort of understand as they progress through their career, and the people that we look for when we hire designers are people that are well-grounded, especially with the kind of experience we're talking about in this question. Someone who's really well-grounded in design and branding and typography, but someone who has understood that the digital realm has become such a big part of our lives, and that for design firms like ours to survive, we've had to pursue and actually now focus not exclusively but dominantly on the digital media as an important offering for our firm.
So we're not looking for people that code. We have in-house developers, our clients have in-house developers, or they use companies to develop their websites. What we're looking for are people that understand the whole usability aspect, that can take a client's brand and then translate that into the digital world and sort of all the steps in between the usability aspects on the actual site.
Yeah, designers now have to think in a non-linear fashion, that they have to be able to approach design not about from cover to inside spread and to the end of the piece, that people approach websites in all different kinds of ways. Obviously from mobile devices, they can approach through a contact page first and then explore a website on their mobile phone in a much more sort of organic and, as I said, non-linear fashion. So we need people who have made the transition from, or who are willing to make the transition from, the traditional realm to this new paradigm.
Mm-hmm. And this can be challenging for graphic designers because to some degree, we know that graphic designers really love to craft things, and you can do that in the web world, but to some degree you've got to loosen up the controls a little bit. The other aspect that can be really challenging is that typically some of the projects are very large scale, and so
long term.
Long scale, long term, you're a small part of a much larger team, and so it's a combination of letting go of the control of the design a little bit and also just being able to work in a large group with a common mandate.
So to sort of enhance your skill set, some of the ways that we're finding that people are, looking to bridge the gaps in their current offering, we're very strong in our office here at encouraging people to explore all kinds of avenues, whether they be sort of local user experience conference, digital design conferences. We're in Toronto, so we have the luxury of having access to a fair number of these. I don't know where you're listening, where you're from, but certainly try to explore and find any local or regional ones that you can get to sort of discover what areas interest you the most.
The other thing that we're finding, sorry to interrupt, is that people will often connect to us either through LinkedIn or through other social media channels. They'll either send us an email through LinkedIn or request a phone conversation just to understand how we have evolved our business, how have we evolved our skill set. So if you're connected in any way, if you have friends that work at web design firms or graphic design firms that do print and web, then it might be a good idea to solicit the opinions of many different people just to understand, okay, where do I go from here, and and can someone help me?
Yeah, as Glenda said, the opportunities really range. Some people have, retrained themselves. They've taken a year to immerse themselves in an intensive digital design course that may be appropriate for some people. It may be economically not viable for many others. So I think what you need to do is reach out beyond maybe even your own current network. This question's a good starter to start to learn what some of the opportunities are from people like us. There's many others in big and small firms that will encourage you probably to have certain skill sets that may not be as daunting for you to achieve if you're willing to sort of commit the time and energy to that process.
Yeah, and it's what we found is that when people do request to talk to us, if you position the question in a certain way, like I just need to pick your brains for 10 minutes, can we have a phone call? Most people would not say no because they've been in that situation as well. The other quick possibility is because we also feel that if you need to have an interest in this and you need to kind of enjoy the digital world. So one of the things that you can do is go to lynda.com, which is lynda.com, and they offer fairly inexpensive intro courses into UX and web design. So that would be a really great venue as a starting point as well. Is there anything else, Peter?
No, hopefully that's given you a start. There's lots more to talk, but I think it's the start of an adventure to explore these areas and reach out beyond maybe your current network and talk to some people who have successfully made the transition from traditional brand and print design to digital design.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks and good luck.